Mid. Now, there's a lot of words on this list that used to be very popular, and, well, this is one of them. People just throw around the word mid way too loosely now. They'll just use it for anything. It could be the most random, casual scenario. And then there'll be that one guy who starts calling something mid. And when he does this, it's usually something that's absolute dog shit. All right, he's saying mid is dog shit. How is mid dog shit? Mid is in the middle. Back in, like, the heyday of mid, people used to use this as a replacement word for garbage. And sometimes there might be that one guy that tries to be so different and just says something is mid just for the sake of getting people mad. Like, for example, think of any well-respected music album. Like, obviously, you can have your own opinion about anything. Like, if you actually think it's mid, fair enough. But don't sit here and try to act all different. Next, we have corny/cornball. Now, I'd say it's a pretty good insult, I can't lie. Like, that shit will have me rethinking my entire life and reflecting on what I just did. And you know, nobody wants to be a cornball. But yes, we've all done something that's corny in our life. Yes, you and me, we've all done it. But people will use this insult for about anything now. You could have saved the city, got the keys from the mayor, and someone will sit there and call you a cornball just by the way you walked afterward. Like, I can't have shit. Like, I get it, it's a subjective term, but I don't know, we've really dumbed it down. Because there is no way simple actions are just being called corny, or math homework, or video games, or whatever. People only used it because it had that weight. I feel like cornball is more for, like, people who go and prank minimum wage workers. Not like me playing Fortnite, for example. This shit has definitely lost some market value. I can't lie. Like, I thought being corny was saying something cringeworthy, like if my eyes turn red, run. Or acting like the main character, for example. Like, everything can't be corny, bro. Like, what the f do you even find fun? Next, we have elite ball knowledge. Like, I swear this used to mean, like, having insane knowledge about, like, any sport. But the ball knowledge, I guess I'm referring to is, well, what people have been saying on TikTok. But yeah, now in 2025, it just applies to anything. But yeah, if you know how this channel started, bro, that's elite ball knowledge. I can't even lie. But throughout this year on TikTok, I've been seeing people dropping elite ball knowledge, or they'll post videos saying to drop ball knowledge on things. But the thing that people have just killed about this term is people will call something insanely mainstream ball knowledge. Like, yo, Kai Cenat's ball knowledge, bro. Or let's say, I don't know, talking about YouTubers. We all love YouTube on here. They would say Mr. Beast. They would say Mr. Beast is ball knowledge. Not anything OG about Mr. Beast. Nope, just Mr. Beast. Just think of a YouTuber a lot of people know about. They would say that's ball knowledge. Like, they could have said anything, I don't know, for this Mr. Beast example. They could have said anything OG about Mr. Beast. Like, the worst intro series, when he microwaved a microwave. I don't know, just a couple examples. Or, like, a crazy-ass reference about something that not many people know about. Like, on the surface of Mr. Beast, not many people would get this reference. It's lower down the iceberg, if that makes sense. That's like if I said Timeless by The Weeknd and Cardi was elite ball knowledge. Damn near everybody knows this song, or a large portion of the world knows this song. Next, we have the word hater. Now, I don't even know if this counts as slang, but it just sounds like it, so whatever. It's being added anyway. But this is one of the most misused words ever. If you dislike anything, you will be called a hater. Even if you show, like, a ton of empathy, you're like, hey, guys, you know, I could completely understand why you like this, but I'm just not a fan. I don't like it. You would still be called a hater, no matter what you say, and no matter how much you soften the blow.
Bro, what the f is you even talking?
That sounded horrible. Okay, no matter how much you try to say that you just dislike it, you don't hate it, but you dislike it, you still get called a hater. Doesn't matter. A hater really used to make you the lamest person on this planet. Nowadays, no one really takes the word seriously in the slightest. Now, there were points on this channel where I was definitely a hater, but most of the time I was just laughing because I wasn't even hating. Like, having different opinions does not make you a hater. Apparently, I don't know, this really isn't crystal clear because I really thought it was. That everyone online can respect each other's opinions, but that never happens. People always end up in full-fledged arguments out of nowhere. Don't get me wrong, there are definitely legitimate haters out there. There will be people who are just wishing on your downfall, my downfall, just anybody's downfall for no reason. They don't even have, like, a backed-up opinion as to why they hate somebody. They'll just do it for the love of the game. Being quote-unquote niche. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't mind staying niche. I just don't see myself being a viral sensation, if that makes sense. Like, don't get me wrong, I love YouTube, but I don't love being a viral sensation. To the point where I'm crowded, I have fucking paparazzi everywhere. Now this one, it's a little bit different because the word kind of still means the same thing. Like everyone's just trying to be underground or whatever. But there are a lot of people trying way too hard to be niche now. People are just forcing shit at this point. Like there was an obsession with trying to be niche now online that it just lost its meaning. And I guess they literally just turn away from everything that's mainstream and they hate it, which I don't get how you can be like that, honestly. Yeah, the word niche originally meant an interest not shared by that many people, but yet like there's all these videos on social media talking about how they're niche with like hundreds of thousands of likes, some even getting like millions of views, and people will tap into underground artists just for the sake of knowing them before they blew up. Like, just listen to the damn music. Okay, most people listen to the music, but there are people who just do it for the status. There was a whole meme called niche fruits, and that shit did not stay niche. Keeping stuff quote-unquote niche is, yeah, it's definitely mainstream now. Because if anyone says keep it niche to something, it's not staying niche. At least most times. Next, we have goon. Okay, yeah, this one had one of the most obvious transformations of all time. This used to be one of those, like, ass villain henchmen that was clumsy as hell. They're like henchmen of the villain. That's what a goon used to be. And apparently, I don't know, it was a Clash Royale strategy as well, giant and balloon. It was called the goon. Okay, that's crazy saying that now in 2025. Gooning, yeah, we all know what it means at this point. Like, imagine an older guy. He gets a little bit mad at you. You wrong him in some way, and he says he's gonna call his goons to take care of you. You are laughing in his face and walking away. Where is the threat level of this? It's all the way down here because he said his goons will be taking care of you. Maybe like 10 years ago you would have been threatened, but now if someone says they're gonna call their goons on you, people are gonna think you're like some kind of D1 freak, like you're getting freaky with it behind closed doors. No one is ever saying this word again to refer to their henchmen, and the word goon or gooner is now, it's just associated with like some of the freakiest people on the planet. Like their session time needs to be studied, like in a laboratory, genuinely, because gooning just boils down to being proud of watching said material and watching it for a long time, for hours on end. That's what it means in 2025. Next, we have the word yapping. Now, the word yapping, it used to be considered like an insult, I guess, and a lot of people would be offended, like if you told them, yo bro, you're yapping, chill out. But honestly, it's more of a lighthearted joke, because some people will just say I'm yapping even though the video's like less than 10 minutes. Like that's not even a yap. Like a 1 hour 30-minute lecture, that's a yap. But yeah, attention spans might have something to do with people saying I'm yapping, but sometimes I have to yap in order to get to 8 minutes. You know what happens? It's like going on a tangent almost, and you just talk endlessly and you don't even realize you're going on and on about this thing. People used to say, bro, you're yapping, when you were like genuinely annoying them, or the lecture was just that boring. But people just use it as a replacement word for talking and just troll about the yapping part, I guess. Tell you that you're boring as a troll. Crash out. Bro, there's no way you're about to crash out when you're at a goddamn McDonald's and they messed up talking about some, oh God, I'm about to crash out. You are not crashing out, bro. Like, god damn. Like, you are just slightly annoyed. You are not crashing out is when you have veins popping out of your neck and shit, and then you're talking crazy like you're gonna like beat some dude up, or you're gonna smash your setup. You just start talking crazy or just breaking things or whatever. It's just all shit you do in the heat of the moment. But people are talking about how they're gonna crash out and they're not even filled with rage at all. And then it doesn't make it any better that people also, I guess, correlated the term 808 with crash out last year. What the was that all about? I don't even know what that was all about. Next, we have the term rage bait. Now, this one is obvious. I've talked about it on this channel so many times at this point, so it only makes sense. Now, rage bait is going on a run this year. I can't even lie. I will give rage bait its credit. It's everywhere, and you can't open social media without seeing this term. But with that being said, well, it's also lost its meaning just as fast as it blew up. For one, it's overused, and two, people don't even know what rage bait actually is. It was supposed to be simple, like pineapple belongs on pizza. Or maybe you'd say this to get a reaction out of your friends, which sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But people will say the dumbest shit now to get attention. Just think of something like insanely crazy to co-sign or endorse. There's no way your future employer is gonna say, oh yeah, you were just joking, man, it's all good, when you said the man with the peculiar mustache was a great guy. Like, saying something outlandish like that just isn't funny. I've already talked about rage bait enough, you get the point. But next we got something that I've also talked about a lot. Unk. Now, I don't care how much I've talked about Unc. It definitely deserves a spot on here. Unc literally meant your uncle. Didn't matter if you were like, I don't know, 4 years old and you were already an uncle. You were an uncle. It didn't matter. But now Unc is like, I guess like half troll, half disrespect type of term to just call you old, even though you're not that old. Because what is up with this 2010s propaganda? Unc's got to get on here and defend himself. He's like, I will not stand for that, bro. I'm not old yet. I'm not old. How are 2000s babies already old? Okay, anyway, that's aside from the point. But if you want to hear more about that, go watch this video right here about how Gen Z is quote-unquote old already. Like, we just got to adulthood. Go watch the video. Go watch it. You'll enjoy it, I promise.